Hey, what's up, everybody? It is that girl, Lisa, and I hope you guys are all staying warm and safe in this insane, freezing storm that we have going on outside right now. Wanted to show you guys our Oscar fish. So, first of all, I wanted to tell you guys about Oscar fish. They're actually super interactive fish. They'll when we come to feed them, they'll swim all the way up to the top and wiggle all around and be like, "I'm hungry, feed me." And then they'll follow you from one side of the tank to the other. They're just very interactive fish. They're cool. Love them. Anyway, we've had him for about 4 years now, and we also always keep a sucker fish inside there as well all the time because he's got like a suction cup mouth. Anyway, he cleans the algae out of the tank. So about a year into having the two fish, I went over to feed them, and I realized that the black one didn't come to the top. He wasn't coming to eat. He was chilling at the bottom of the tank, just not being his usual interactive self. So I did some investigating, and I went down and looked for him, and I'm like, oh my God, he's literally got the sucker fish hanging out of his mouth. And I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? He's going to die. I don't want my fish to die. So I asked my husband, Bobby, what are we going to do? And he was like, look, they're fish. Let him eat it. He'll eventually get it down. It's okay. So I waited a few hours, and when I went back, that's when I realized he was not getting it down. He was looking much, much worse, and he was going to die if we didn't do something. So I was like, all right, that's it. We're obviously needing to perform emergency surgery here. We gotta save his life. So that's what we did. We got him out of the tank with a net, laid him on the kitchen counter, and I held him still in between two paper towels while Bobby grabbed some tweezers and pulled the suckerfish out of his mouth. As soon as he got it out, I stuck him back in the tank, and by the next morning, he was like his usual self, eating, interacting, and totally fine. So we dodged that one. The next thing that happened was my son and his friend walked into the kitchen, and they see the black fish just laying on the ground. Now, none of us knew how long he had been there, but my son's friend picks him up and puts him back in the tank. A few hours later, slowly but surely, he comes back around. So we're like, okay, cool. Obviously, this fish has 9 lives or something, but whatever. So the final situation between the fish that has happened was we went away to Great Wolf Lodge for the weekend, and when we came back, we went over to feed them, and that's when we realized the white fish was sitting at the bottom of the tank. He wouldn't come up and eat. He wasn't being interactive, so something was obviously wrong. We're like, what the heck is wrong with him? So we started to see his scales were like coming off of his body a little bit, and he just would not come to the top of the tank. He looked like he was dying. So we were eventually able to figure it out, though, that the black fish was trying to eat him. Now, the white fish was way too big for the black fish to actually eat, so he was just nipping at him, just eating his scales. It was weird. But anyway, so obviously I'm not just going to let the one fish kill the other fish. So we took the white fish out of the tank and separated them. It took the white guy at least a couple of days to finally come around, but he did. So they're both fine now. We just keep them separated. We were actually hoping that one day they would make little mixed fish babies and we would have more fish. Oscars are awesome. I did want to ask if anybody out there in the fish world knows why this would have happened, because they've always coexisted in the same tank. They were friends, they were fine in the same tank, and then all of a sudden one day they just weren't. So if you know anything about fish or Oscars specifically, if you wouldn't mind posting that in the comments. I've never been able to understand why just one day out of nowhere the one fish attacks the other fish and then tried to eat him. So let me know if you do know. Here's a quick clip video of our 2 Oscar fish, and hope you guys stay safe out there. Peace and love. He's very aggressive. Now watch when I put the fish food in. Watch what he does. Boop, comes out of the water a little bit. Ooh! Stay in there. Ah! Ooh! He ain't playing. Homeboy's hungry. Look how big he is. He's like always frowning. Meh. Now this is the white Oscar. We had to move him to a new tank because the black one tried to eat him. He like almost died, so we had to move him to the smaller tank. Oh, he's so pretty. He's like albino. His mouth is shaped differently than the other guy.